Welcome back to Daily AI News at Let's Data Science. It's 2026-0603. Today we're diving into some pivotal developments from the future of machine intelligence to major product launches. Let's get to it. Our top story today is Microsoft's sweeping set of announcements at Build 2026, where the company unveiled a new family of first-party models under the MAI brand, led by its first reasoning model, MAI Thinking 1. According to Microsoft.ai and reporting from Mashable and CNBC, MAI Thinking 1 is a 35 billion parameter model with a 128K context window. Microsoft describes it as a medium-sized reasoning model trained from scratch on clean, commercially licensed data, and notably without distillation from third-party models. In blind human side-by-side evaluations cited by Microsoft, MAI Thinking 1 was reportedly preferred over Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 4.6. From a technical perspective, Microsoft Foundry documentation says MAI Thinking 1 uses a mixture of experts architecture, selectively activating subcomponents per request to improve compute efficiency. Microsoft also introduced what it calls the Hill Climbing Machine, a development pipeline built around three pillars: learned capabilities without distillation, clean and licensed pre-training data, and in-house end-to-end training infrastructure. Alongside MAI Thinking 1, Microsoft announced MAI Code 1 Flash, an inference-efficient coding model, plus multimodal updates including MAI Image 2.5, MAI Image 2.5 Flash, MAI Voice 2, MAI Voice 2 Flash, and MAI Transcribe 1.5. MAI Transcribe 1.5 expands to 43 languages and adds content biasing, while MAI Voice 2 supports multilingual text-to-speech with voice cloning and voice prompting across more than 15 languages. MAI Image 2.5 introduces image-to-image editing and control with preservation features. These models are already powering Copilot, Bing, PowerPoint, and Azure Speech, and are being made available to developers via Microsoft Foundry. Bastion has announced MAI Thinking 1 will be available on its platform as well. The strategic shift here is clear. Reporting from CNBC frames the MAI releases as part of Microsoft's effort to lessen reliance on third-party models and reduce developer costs by running proprietary models on Azure. CEO Satya Nadella positioned the moment as part of a broader agentic paradigm, introducing Project Solara, a purpose-built agentic platform for devices, and previewing a Copilot super app slated for release this summer. For practitioners, the implications are immediate. A 128K context window supports long document reasoning, multi-file code synthesis, and persistent agent memory. The mixture of experts architecture suggests potential cost-performance advantages for enterprise-scale workloads. But key questions remain: independent benchmarks, pricing details in Microsoft Foundry, and how MAI Thinking 1 performs on standardized reasoning and software engineering tests outside Microsoft-provided comparisons. Staying with Microsoft, the company also announced a significant collaboration in healthcare. Mayo Clinic and Microsoft revealed plans to develop a frontier AI model purpose-built for clinical use. According to Microsoft's newsroom and coverage in Becker's Hospital Review and News Medical, the collaboration combines Mayo Clinic's de-identified clinical health data and longitudinal insights with Microsoft's AI and cloud engineering capabilities. The model is designed to support broad clinical reasoning, earlier diagnoses, and more personalized treatment decisions. Importantly, Mayo Clinic will own the frontier model, while Microsoft plans to distribute it through Azure Foundry APIs to healthcare organizations worldwide. Initial deployment will occur within Mayo Clinic's clinical environment for continuous testing and refinement. Gianrico Farrugia, MD, President and CEO of Mayo Clinic, described the effort as an extension of the Mayo Clinic platform and emphasized its patient-first, de-identified data approach. What's missing, for now, are technical specifics. There are no disclosed parameter counts, architecture details, or validation benchmarks. For practitioners in healthcare AI, the key signals to watch will be model cards, regulatory engagement, prospective validation studies, and interoperability details with electronic health record systems. Domain-specific frontier models are becoming a common pattern, but clinical-grade validation and governance will ultimately determine real-world adoption. Turning to infrastructure, Microsoft also unveiled Majorana 2, a next-generation topological quantum chip. According to Microsoft and reporting from the Next Web and Quantum Zeitgeist, Majorana 2 achieves a 1000x improvement in qubit reliability over its previous prototype, with a reported mean qubit lifetime of 20 seconds and some instances reaching 1 minute. Microsoft says the device operates with 1 microsecond gate times and a qubit footprint of 1/100th of a millimeter. The company credits its Microsoft Discovery agentic AI platform for accelerating development, including automating measurement workflows and processing nearly 2 decades of experimental data. Microsoft now targets a scalable quantum computer by 2029 and says Microsoft Discovery is generally available, including a free local app for users with a GitHub Copilot account. If independently validated, a 1000x improvement in coherence time would materially alter error budgets and quantum software stack assumptions. However, these metrics are company reported. Practitioners should watch for peer-reviewed papers, independent replication, and detailed fabrication disclosures, especially given the reported shift from aluminium to lead in the superconducting materials stack. Finally, in our top stories, policy is moving alongside technology. President Donald Trump has signed a scaled-back executive order establishing a voluntary federal review process for powerful AI models. According to Reuters, Politico, and The Guardian, the order asks developers to provide up to 30 days of early access for government cybersecurity testing prior to public release, down from an earlier draft that proposed 90 days. The directive uses the term covered frontier model and tasks agencies with developing a classified benchmarking process within 60 days. SiliconANGLE reporting highlights Anthropic's Claude Mythos preview as an example of a model with advanced vulnerability finding capabilities, reportedly discovering thousands of vulnerabilities in testing. The White House describes the approach as collaborative and voluntary, and Daniel Remler of the Center for a New American Security told The Atlantic the rule effectively formalizes arrangements already happening. For practitioners, the impact will depend on participation and implementation details. Voluntary frameworks without statutory enforcement typically rely on standardized benchmarks and disclosure formats to scale. The next signals to watch are which companies enter agreements, what artifacts are shared, and how agencies operationalize testing within that 30-day window. Now, for a few other key updates in our lightning round. In New York, lawmakers are advancing Bill S-9144A, a one-year moratorium on new large-scale data centers. The proposal would pause permits for projects above 20 megawatts and direct the Public Service Commission to issue orders on electricity rates and interconnection. Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie has said, "We intend to pass it," though Governor Kathy Hochul has signaled reservations. For AI infrastructure planners, this introduces near-term uncertainty in a major market. On the cybersecurity front, South Korea's Science Ministry announced that the Korea Internet and Security Agency secured access to Anthropic's cybersecurity model Mythos through Project Glasswing. Financial Times reports and plans to expand access to about 150 organizations in more than 15 countries, including Samsung Electronics, SK Hynix, and SK Telecom. As national cyber agencies adopt frontier models, integration, false positive management, and governance controls will be critical. CoreWeave also marked a milestone with its Vera Rubin platform, completing what it describes as the industry's first bring-up of the system using Dell PowerEdge XE9812 servers. NVIDIA executives called Vera Rubin the most capable AI platform NVIDIA has ever built. theCUBE will host a June 30th event with CoreWeave, NVIDIA, and Dell to discuss infrastructure for agentic AI workloads, including persistent reasoning sessions and large-scale inference. And finally, GitHub has officially shifted GitHub Copilot to usage-based billing. As of June 1st, Copilot subscriptions now consume AI credits, with 1 credit equal to 1 cent of usage. Ars Technica reports Copilot Pro includes 1,500 credits, Pro Plus includes 7,000 credits, and Copilot Max includes 20,000 credits. Developers have posted projected bills ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars under the new token-based model. For engineering teams, this shift makes token monitoring, budget controls, and prompt efficiency no longer optional. And that's your AI briefing for today. The landscape is moving faster than ever, and we'll be here to track it with you. For more insights, visit us at letsdatascience.com. Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, and we'll be back tomorrow with the latest in AI.